Hi everyone, it's Alyssa with my weekly What I Sold on Etsy video. I have to apologize because I know I'm filming this kind of late and hopefully it'll still be Friday by the time I get it uploaded. At least it probably still will be on the West Coast. I'm not sure about here. I was actually out doing some shopping today. I had to stock up on a few essentials because supposedly we're getting another snowstorm here. And, well, then while I was out I did some thrifting and also bought some other stuff to sell on Amazon. It was another quiet week on Etsy. This week I sold just 8 items for a total of $133. And I'll show you all those items that sold in just a little bit. I said in that goals video that I posted, I guess last week, that I was going to also report back on how well I did in terms of meeting my listing goal of listing or relisting at least $400 worth of items each week. And when I set that goal, I just pulled that number out of the air and didn't really know if it was feasible or not. And I think I greatly underestimated that because I thought, oh boy, $400 worth of stuff, that's a lot. It really isn't. And so in the past week, I didn't list or relist an unusual amount of things. There were a few higher priced items, but overall, I would say it's probably a pretty average week in terms of listings, and I listed over $1,200 worth of stuff. I think it was $1,201 to be exact. So well over my $400 goal, so I may have to revise that in the future. But at least for this week, I definitely reached that goal, even though I didn't reach my selling goal of $200 worth of items. So still fell short of that, although Amazon is still going great, so I'm not that worried. And I will probably be getting an Amazon, what I sold on Amazon in the past week video out this week as well. Maybe Sunday or Monday, actually get that up. Okay, but I will show you now what I sold on Etsy. You might remember seeing this backgammon set in a haul video a couple weeks ago. I picked it up at a thrift store. It sold for $40, and backgammon sets, they sell pretty quickly, they sell pretty well. This is probably the highest priced item that I sold this week. On the other end of the spectrum in terms of speed at which it sold is this Swank Cufflink and tie bar set. This is not actually something I bought, but something I sort of inherited. It apparently belonged to my great uncle, who I never saw wear cufflinks, so it might never have been used. It might have been a gift or something. But it sold for $12, and I've had it forever. This is a pretty decorative bell. It's a ceramic thing. I think it was made in Italy. It sold for $10, and this is something I picked up in a box lot at an auction. Probably wouldn't have bought it on its own, but you know, for a box of stuff for $1, it was a good investment. This is a pretty funky looking vintage mini springbok puzzle. It sold for $25, and even though this was an open puzzle, I didn't mind testing this one to see if all the pieces were there. They were, because it was just a little one, so relatively easy to put together. Oh, and I picked this up at a rummage sale. In fact, it was in the fall, if you remember that rummage sale haul video I did. It was from that. This is a set of 9 different vintage Valentine's Day cards. They're unused cards with envelopes. They sold for $15. It's a whole assortment. Some were for like nephew or an aunt and uncle, and some were just general. And this was with a whole set of unused greeting cards and stationery that I picked up at a like a rummage sale thing. It was called a flea market that my local library had. I picked these up, I guess it was in the fall or even late summer, and it's one of those things that I had sitting around for a while in a bag of stuff, and I had to sort through, so I only just listed these. I probably would have listed them a little bit sooner had I been really thinking and realizing there was Valentine's Day stuff in there. This is a funny little plaque. It's very simple design, but I just thought it was kind of cool and vintage. It sold for $12, and it's something I picked up, I think, at a rummage sale. And taking me back to my youth is this Skid Row button. It sold for $4. I think I picked this up with a whole bunch of other buttons at a garage sale. And finally this week, this is a tabletop cigarette lighter. It sold for $15. Hard to see in this picture, but it's kind of cool. It's got like a lucite design with embedded seahorse and sea life stuff going on. Thank you everyone for watching. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel or leave a comment or share the video. And like I said, I will try to get that Amazon video out to you as well, either this weekend or maybe the start of next week. I hope your sales are going great and that you're having success with Etsy and all the things that you do. And I will see you next week, if not sooner. Okay, happy selling everyone!